The Brave Dogs and the Golden Skin. Once upon a time, in a land of golden grass and whispering winds, lived two friends named Hardy and Scrappy. They were dogs who loved to explore the big world. They spent their days running through the meadows, pretending to be the fiercest hunters in the valley. Today, they felt especially bold and strong. As they reached the edge of a dry riverbed, Hardy suddenly skidded to a stop. His nose twitched. Right in the middle of their path lay something large, golden, and very still. It looked like a giant beast sleeping in the sun, but it didn't move a single muscle as they approached. It was the skin of a mighty lion, left behind and empty. Hardy wanted to show Scrappy how brave he could be. He let out a loud, rumbling growl and lunged at the skin. He grabbed the lion's ear with his teeth and began to shake it back and forth as hard as he could. Scrappy saw Hardy being brave and decided to join the fun. He hopped around to the other side and caught the long tuft of the lion's tail. "I've got him," Scrappy yipped, tugging the tail with all his might. He felt very powerful as he played his part in the big battle. Together, the two dogs tore at the golden fur. They growled, they barked, and they tossed the empty skin into the air. They acted as if they were winning a great fight against the king of the forest. Bits of dry grass flew up around them as they tumbled over the silent, golden rug. High up on a flat gray rock, a fox named Russet was watching the whole thing. He had a very long, bushy tail and very sharp eyes. He sat very still, his head tilted to one side, watching the dogs bark at the fur that couldn't bark back. Russet decided to trot down the hill to see what all the noise was about. He walked right up to Hardy, who was still shaking the lion's ear. "You two seem very busy," Russet said with a little chuckle. Hardy stopped and puffed out his chest, trying to look as big as possible. Scrappy let go of the tail and panted, his tongue hanging out. "We are the bravest dogs in the world," he told Russet. "We aren't afraid of any lion, even one as big as this. We have defeated him completely." He stepped on the lion's paw to show he wasn't scared. Russet shook his head slowly. "It is very easy to be brave when the lion isn't inside his skin," he said quietly. Hardy and Scrappy both stopped wagging their tails. They looked down at the empty fur and then back at the wise fox, who wasn't impressed by their display at all. "If that lion were alive," Russet added as he turned to leave, "you would know how much sharper his claws are than your teeth. It is easy to kick someone when they are down, but it isn't brave." Hardy and Scrappy watched him go, realizing that true courage is about respect, not just making a big noise.